The coming to reality of the African Continental Free Trade Area is drawing nigh, and with that, the need to establish a continent-wide competition policy is paramount. That's according to Dr. Mukisa Kitui, the Secretary-General of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD. Alex Mwangi reports on the key concerns before that event goes live.
And the African Continental Free Trade Area was initially scheduled to commence on the 1st of July this year, but was pushed to January 2021 owing to the COVID-19 pandemic.
As we move towards actualizing the protocols already signed, it's extremely important that we start implementing a simple, transparent, effective, and predictable rules of origin regime, which allows for smaller enterprises to overcome the often realized non-tariff barriers to trade.
Inter-African trade is expected to surge on account of the African Continental Free Trade Area next year, but the extent to which trade will be beneficial to businessmen and entrepreneurs will largely depend on whether a level playing field is achieved in good time.
There has to start developing a continent-wide comprehensive competition policy and consumer protection policy. Unless you have a clear policy across the borders on competition, you are going to see the distortionary practices, which you have already started seeing in fertilizer and cement particularly, and beverages, squash the dreams and the hopes of enterprise. And the main casualty when bigger enterprises are abusing competition law is this vulnerability of smaller enterprises.
In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, African nations will need to adopt a paradigm shift if they are to take full advantage of the free trade area.
What it provides us to think beyond the country, because right now, after COVID, what we've noticed is that we're now looking inward, but that inward just doesn't mean within a certain country. It now looks at within the African continent. So the opportunities are for services and for goods.
The coming into effect of the free trade area in 2021 is expected to help the continent recover from the devastation of the pandemic.
East Africa Business Council did a survey, and we realized that the pandemic, COVID-19, is going to cost our economies of East Africa a lot of money, close to between 37 to 70 billion US dollars will be lost by all the countries together.
The much anticipated Continental Free Trade Area will create a market of 1.2 billion people and a combined GDP of $3 trillion US. Alex Mwangi, NTV.